Hi there, my name's Vivien Saunders and I'm standing in the Witney constituency in the election. And that's because I want to give the message to David Cameron and other politicians that they must do much more for sport. There is no Olympic legacy and there are fewer people playing sport now than before the Olympics. We need to get the costs of sport down in some cases and we need to make it fair. Now this time I'm going to have a pop at the Labour Party. Because in 1999, Labour invented an extraordinary piece of legislation called the VAT sports order. And what they did was to distinguish between land and sports land. So if you hire or rent land, it is usually VAT exempt. But if you hire or rent sports land, you pay VAT at 20%. Got it? It's ridiculous. But that's why very often when you go and hire a pitch to play five-a-side football or you hire a court to play basketball, you have to pay VAT on it. It is absolutely loopy. It's so loopy that in 1999 the Conservatives and Lib Dems mocked Labour for this legislation and said they would do something about it when they got into power. So what have they done? Absolutely nothing. And we still have this ridiculous distinction between land and sports land where you have to pay that 20% VAT. Now, we say that that is wrong, and the Campaign for Fair Tax in Sport is taking a complaint to the European Commission, and we are asking them to give the United Kingdom a red card because we say that the United Kingdom is breaking the rules on VAT in sport and that when you hire sport pitches, it should be VAT exempt like hiring any other sort of land. But if it isn't VAT exempt, then at least it should be only 5%. Because Europe encourages countries to adopt reduced rate VAT for sport, and in the UK it would be 5%. Now, politicians and the Treasury say, of course, that they don't have enough money to reduce the VAT on sport. There is no money. And yet, miraculously, in 2014, the Chancellor managed to find enough money to reduce the VAT on bingo. Now, what country would have a lower VAT rate for bingo than for sport? So if you are in the Witney constituency and you are passionate about sport and you do have a spare vote, then please think of voting for the voice of sport. Vote for me, Vivien Saunders, on May the 7th.